Hello there. William Shakespeare is one of the most important writers in the history of humanity. The mind behind countless plays which inspired other plays, books, films, and, hell, maybe even video games. I haven't read all of Shakespeare's plays yet, but I have read most of them, and I do have a favorite. Romeo and Juliet. The story, everyone knows it. Two young people from rival families meet and fall in love, but in the end take their own lives when they can't be together. Tragic. The earliest screen adaptation of the story is a French silent short film released in 1900. The first feature-length adaptation was an American silent film released in 1916, which is now lost. And according to the research that I've done, the first talkie version was another American film, this time released in 1936. Today, I'm reviewing the version released in 1968. Directed by Franco Zeffirelli, who has also directed other Shakespearean adaptations, such as The Taming of the Shrew, released in 1967, and Hamlet, released in 1990, and starring Mel Gibson. Yep, Mel Gibson was once Hamlet. The screenplay was written by Franco Zeffirelli, Mussolini D'Amaco, and Zeffirelli himself. The film stars Leonard Whiting and Olivia Hussey as Romeo and Juliet respectively, with John McCready, Mela Shia, and Pet Haywood in supporting roles. The film is notable for, among other things, having actors who were pretty close in age to the characters that they were portraying, at first in the adaptations of this play. The film is a pretty damn close adaptation of Shakespeare's play. Shakespeare's plays are very wordy, very dialogue-driven, and even though I've only read the play once, though recently, from my memory, the film script seems to follow the play word for word. The language is very pretty, very flowery, nice to listen to. Granted, it can be a bit much. The play is believed to have been completed in 1595, over 400 years ago. English is quite a bit different today from way back then, but with the visual aid of film it's much easier to understand. The plot and characters. The actors undeniably have a lot to go through, memorizing Shakespeare's dialogue. People don't talk like that anymore, and they didn't talk like that back in the 60s. Displaying emotion, the physical aspects of performing. The film opens with a huge riot in Verona, Italy. Yeah, these actors are working hard. The sets and characters and props appear to be authentic and accurate to the setting. The film was originally given a G rating by the Motion Picture Association of America, and in 1973 it was re-rated PG. But the film gets away with a lot with either rating. The film is quite gritty. The costumes get torn, wet and dirty. There's violence and there's blood. And also nudity. Brief nudity. Nowadays, the MPAA would give this thing at least a PG-13 rating. This is a good movie, definitely the definitive cinematic adaptation of William Shakespeare's most famous love story. Whiting and Hussey both do equally great as the doomed couple, and may never be outdone. And Zeffirelli was certainly talented, even if he did turn out to be a sex abuser. Allegedly. Either way, whether you like or don't like Shakespeare, you should watch this.